Vibe with me, y'all. Vibe with me. I'm grooving. Yeah. I like these vibes. I like these vibes. Yeah. Yeah. Y'all might get old school bar today, man. Y'all might get old school bar today, man. I'm grooving. Tell me that shit don't slap. Hey. Yo, let me get a vibes in the chat, man. Let me get a vibes in the chat. No list, vibes. Oh shit. Yo, I was muted. Oh. Yo, thank God I was muted, boy. Thank God I was muted. I was out here being an NPC. Vibes, yum. Tasty. Ice cream so good. Yum. Vibes, yum. Thank God I was muted, boy. Woo! They would have clipped that. Yo, but what's good, guys, man? What is up, man? Boy Jay Barry here. We are back with another Speak from the Heart. It's been about 2 months. I apologize. Been about 2 months, man, since we sat down and spoke to you guys, man. It's been a while. It's been a long time, man. You know what I mean? And I was pretty much going to be doing another Speak from the Heart, or we going to talk like in August, but due to Spider-Man news coming in, the Call of Duty stuff coming in, I was like, all right, let me just do it this week, because that's my originally plan was like to delay until like August, but it sped up. And also I got this little red thing right here on my nose because I was those whitehead remover things. I had it on too long, so it kind of scraped or scarred me, but that'll be gone in like a day or two. So if anybody wanted to ask that question, because I know that question gonna come up. My God, you gotta, you know what I mean? You guys are involved. But yo, what's good, guys, man? What's up, chat? See you guys in the chat, man. Appreciate you guys coming through. Yo, Persona, what's good, man? Yo, Tehran Sai, what's good? Yo, J Gaming UK, what's good, man? What is up, guys? Yo, Dre Watson, what's up, bro? Shout out to my man Dre Henten, what's good, man? Kratos, what's good, man? For Brizzle, what's good? Okay, Bella Delphine. Imagine if I just did an NPC stream, would y'all vibe out with that? Yo, T-Man, what up, man? Yo, Jay Sway, what's good? Yo, No Cap Podcast, Sick Human in the building, what's good, Sick? Blackbeard, what up, man? What's good? Ice Queen Gaming, the Queen of Ice in the building, what's good, Ice Queen? What is up? AC, what's up, man? I got the AC cranking right now, to be honest with you, AC. Yo, Tevin, what's up? What's good? DC, what's good, man? What is up, guys? Yo, Two Man, what's good? Broken Lobo, what's good, man? Shout out to you guys in the building. Yo, Nassim, what's good, man? Yo, Philip K, what's good? Mary Wilcox, what's up? Yeah, I was muted. Yo, Stony, what's up? What is up? Dion, what's good? What's good? What's good, guys? Appreciate y'all coming through. Like I said, it's been a long time since I, sat down and did a live stream. You know what I mean? Chopping up with the PlayStation Nation. I feel like we're going to have some real talks here in this episode of Speak from the Heart. You know what I mean? I see some crazy things out here on Twitter. I see some crazy things, people, when it comes to the whole Activision thing, when it comes to the whole, Call of Duty and how PlayStation should move. I don't know what the hell is wrong with some of y'all thoughts and opinions on that shit. But we gotta have some real talk here, man. We're gonna have to sit your asses down. You know what I mean? Open up them ears, get some Q-tips. I don't know, wax cleaner, whatever the candle thing to clean up so I can hear what's going on, because I don't know what the fuck is going on with y'all. PlayStation don't need to do this. PlayStation don't need to do that. It's okay. Okay, sit your ass right there. The best list is coming. You know what I mean? We see some Spider-Man 2 hype coming through, man. Venom. What's that Eminem song? Venom. Who is interrupting my intro? Yo, for Brizzle, man. Appreciate the 499 iPhone user. Say interrupting. Yo, intro. Oh. The disrespect that's going on here, man. Yo, Prime, what's good, Prime? You ready for this Comic-Con Venom reveal? Absolutely. I know they have a nice little setup over there at Comic-Con. It looks pretty dope. I can show that real quick for y'all. This looks pretty sick in my opinion. Oh, let me remove this. This look pretty sick right here. You know what I mean? You got Miles, is interrupting my intro? Yo, J-Dub, man, appreciate the $4.99 iPhone user. He said, Final Fantasy 16 is a failure, Jay Barry. The pre-orders were weak, they said. They should have been cheap subscription service. They should have been in the cheap subscription service, I'm told. Yo, we gonna talk about it, man. We gonna talk about it, man, because another PlayStation downplay or failure, and it bit them back. You know what I mean? And none of these articles, none of these websites is going to redact, or not redact, but renege on anything that they are saying. You know what I mean? Because there's no accountability in gaming. You know what I mean? It's very far in between where people are actually accountable with things they say in gaming. You know what I mean? Because everybody's going to always have that excuse. It's just my opinion. No, you're a dumbass. You said that this game was a failure. The pre-orders are low. That's not saying your opinion. You was out here trying to state numbers and facts, you know, to conflate people and confuse people. You know what I mean? Just being wrong. It's all the time. That's wrong. Everything. PSVR, wrong. Yo, Damien, man, appreciate the 26 months of being a member of the Soldier First Class. Bots. He said, yo, I'm part of the interruption train too. Microsoft is the devil, by the way. Listen, Microsoft is a lot of things. I'm gonna chill. I'm already toxic. I'm already a pain in these people's asses. So I'm gonna let you rock on that one. But yeah, man, we got a lot to talk about, man. We got a lot to talk about. There's a lot of news that, you know, for the time I was just uploading Final Fantasy 16 content. I still have some more stuff to upload. I'm just stretching it out some more because I see people get a little bit upset when I upload like hunts or boss fights. You know, people tend to subscribe and things like that. You know what I mean? So I'm stretching it out some more. You know, I haven't posted up the last couple of boss fights. I haven't posted that stuff up yet, even though the game is going to be officially a month old in like 2 days. And I still have to post up more of the hunts. And I have some other stuff that I'm going to post up as far as like the trials, you know, like a video to help people with that. And there's a trophy that I didn't even know this was a trophy until I got it, where you have to beat a boss without getting hit. So I was just randomly like just playing through the arcade mode. I was like, let me try this out. And I fought it was the Great Woods area. And the trophy just unlocked. I was like, oh shit, this is a trophy. Let me save this real quick. You know what I'm saying? Let people know or whatnot. And I got some other little fun videos. One of them is done. One of them is actually published. Not published, but it's actually uploaded, but I haven't published it yet. The other one, I'm waiting because I got to create my, you know, a certain account before I can, you know, do what I want to do with that video. But yeah, we're going to have some fun with Final Fantasy 16, man. It's going to be a month old. There's still a lot of stuff that I want to talk about with it. Still planning on doing like a spoiler cast for the game. And you know what I mean? We'll see whoever want to come through and just chop it up with that. But yeah, you know what I mean? A lot of people was getting upset me uploading gaming stuff on the channel. I mean, it's normal though. Normally when it's a big game like that, when I upload the boss fights, even though I wait like a week, 2 weeks, you know, people tend to you know, they will subscribe, then they will subscribe back and all that. But what is good with y'all, man? Yo, CTR2, what's up, man? What is up? Your true version, what up, man? It's no good. It's a no good pony. What up, man? You know what I mean? But yeah, we got a lot to talk about, man. We got a lot to talk about. Activision Blizzard. You know what I mean? I try to warn y'all too. Listen. I know. I don't know if y'all pay attention sometimes, man. But when I talk, you know what I mean? When everybody was talking about Microsoft looking down and out with the Phil Spencer interview on Kind of Funny, what did I tell people? What did I tell people? That joint was strategic. That was all part of the plan. You know what I mean? This man is making this company look like losers. not look, you know, they kind of doing bad. And remember when I was telling, I think Microsoft doing this shit on purpose. There's no way a company is this bad. You got all these studios. You've been showing games for some 2020 and none of them just come out. Like, yo, you are purposely delaying and making yourself look bad. People's like, no, I don't think so. I was like, yo, I'm trying to tell you, these dudes are purposely looking bad over there on Xbox. You know what I mean? There's no way you can have a show showcasing all these first party games in 2020. Understandably, you know, things happen in gaming, you know, delays, whatever the development cycle, you know, things happen in development, right? But my goodness, goddamn, all the games, you know what I mean? You ain't dropped like at least 4 of these motherfuckers. You dropped like all of these joints delayed. All of these joints got no release date. All of these joints ain't got no story. Something going on. And yo, when that Kind of Funny interview came out, I told people this is being done on purpose to make it look like they can't compete. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Look at the archives. Tell me I'm lying. Huh? Tell me I'm lying. Well, it worked for them. And I was telling people, I said, yo, Phil smarter than y'all think, man. This man is smart. This man is making this company look like hot garbage, doodle water. The man said, yo, Starfield could be 11 out of 10 and people won't buy no Xbox. You making it like this company can't do nothing. You know what I mean? Yo, G on the Dawn, man, appreciate the $4.99 iPhone user. He said, yo, you're doing what? Gaming, what? Can't wait to play Spider-Man 2 when it drops. Venom is going to be a problem. Yeah, we're going to talk about, we're going to theorize on who this Venom could be, because they already confirmed that Venom is not going to be Eddie Brock. You know what I mean? I put out my, prediction or speculation who it could be. And it kind of does make sense as well, you know, due to this character being in the first game. But the way how the Venom spider look, when I was looking at this recent picture, so let's get into it. Y'all want to get into it? Let's get into it. Let's get into the Spider-Man before we get into the Activision Blizzard. You know what I mean? And once I get all of my, you know, soapbox out the way, you know, we bring people in, you know, the vibes and how we get down here, speak from the heart, man. But yo, I appreciate everyone, all you guys in the chat right now. If you don't mind, hit the like button, share the stream out, get the PlayStation Nation in here. And I hope you guys enjoy your time here. So let's get into it, man. This is kind of big too, by the way. Pause. Because this is not just coming from like the PlayStation blog, which is also a huge website, but this is coming from Entertainment Weekly. You know, something where they post about just entertainment in general, movies, TV shows, comics, all that stuff. And they have done this before when it pertained to you know, Spider-Man. I think Entertainment Weekly posted about Miles Morales. I think they also had an article there as well. But once again, they're here to talk about Spider-Man 2, the hype train. The marketing is ramping up. We spoke about it last week on What's Up PlayStation podcast. If you guys missed What's Up PlayStation podcast, definitely go and tune in and check out that podcast. It's really, really fun. Where we spoke about, you know, in San Diego, they have like the Spider-Man train going on over there in San Diego. I don't know if it's close to like Comic-Con area, but it looks really dope. It looks really cool. And we're getting little tidbits of information about Spider-Man itself. And here's one of them we're getting when it has to deal with Venom. So they're talking about Venom a little bit, not really going into any type of detail, but it's kind of regurgitating some of the information that we already know. But that's due to the fact that this is Entertainment Weekly. You know what I mean? There's going to be a lot of new eyes that are seeing this for the first time. Oh, Tony Todd is going to be voice acting Venom in Marvel Spider-Man 2, a PlayStation exclusive. You know what I mean? Caleb Kaiser in the building. Shout out to Caleb Kaiser with a 27 months of being a Soldier First Class member, where he says the context of Venom screenshot make it seem like Venom is a playable character. That's what I took away from the screenshot. I mean, yeah, we could talk about it. I personally, for me, I'm not going to knock anybody that thinks that Venom is going to be playable. I don't think he's going to be playable because I don't think they're going to use the anti-hero Venom card yet. It's way too early. You know what I mean? This is pretty much going to be their origin story of like the symbiote transporting itself from Peter Parker to whoever, right? So I don't think we're going to get into the whole anti-hero, you know, play it by the cards, go with the wind type Venom like we see Eddie Brock transitioned himself into. You know, it will probably eventually get there. You know what I mean? Yo, Cyber Dragon, what's good, man? Oh, just checking if you got all the member chat. Let me see. Did I miss one? My bad if I missed y'all, man. Yo, shout out to my man Cyber Dragon with the 26 months of being a soldier first class member. He said, shout out to the chat, the mods, and Speak from the Heart podcast. You know the vibes. Yes, sir, man. Shout out to my man Cyber Dragon. Sorry if I missed that, Cyber Dragon. I apologize if I missed that. But yeah, I personally don't think we're gonna get to play as Venom in this game. The screenshot definitely looks amazing. If you guys wanna, I'm gonna put up like a bigger image here. Look at this. Oh my god. Oh my god. Can we get rid of, yeah, thank you. Oh my god. That thing looking good. You know what I mean? Yo, I can see where you're coming from though. With this screenshot, no cap. I could definitely see, like, you know, people thinking that is, look how close it is. You know what I mean? But you know how PlayStation could get. The reason why PlayStation is really good with the camera angles, you know what I mean, in-game renders and stuff like that. So this is probably just something where he's probably being first revealed to them, and you know, they probably zoomed in or something and he's like screaming. I'm not sure. I'm not saying I'm right though. I'm not saying I'm right, but I think it will just be too soon. You know what I mean? Because we are already playing, you know, as Peter Parker with the black symbiote suit. You know what I mean? Where we're getting Venom-like abilities, which, you know, if you guys know the origin of Venom, the only reason why Venom acts like a spider or semi to like a spider is because of Peter Parker. You know what I mean? It came out later. I forgot who run it was, but it came out later where, you know, Venom, the symbiote itself, was deranged and like confused, or like the way how it is, due to it attached itself to Deadpool at first before it got to Peter Parker. But that came years after the whole first Secret Wars, where the symbiote kind of got on like Parker and whatnot. But yeah, a lot of the spider-like abilities that he could do is due to the bond with Peter Parker. So, you know what I mean? We already getting that throughout the game. And I'm assuming that it's going to be a pretty long time for them to flush out, you know, Parker's transition and change and all that stuff within the story. So you're going to be playing as the black suit for a pretty long time. So to me right now in this game, where you're already focusing on 2 Spider-Man characters, it would have made sense to do another, you know, character like Venom to be as playable when you already kind of using his movesets a little bit already. Not 1-to-1, but you're kind of, you know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? So that's why I'm thinking, like, I don't think he's going to be playable, but I would be upset at it. You know what I mean? Yo, Phillipson, what's good, man? Yo, Cloud Strife. It's all time. It's all time. You know what I mean? If it's playable, I wouldn't be upset at it. You know what I mean? If he's playable, I'll give you guys all the kudos in the world. Like, yo, the chat was right. You know, Venom is playable. But personally, I don't think he will be playable in this game. You know what I mean? Because there's going to be a lot of villains that's going to be in this game. Kind of like the first one. The first game had a lot of villains in it. You know what I mean? Some had a bigger role, role than others, but it had a lot of villains in the first game. You know what I mean? From the small Tombstone, and I'm like, you got Tombstone in there. You know what I mean? That was like a side mission kind of thing. You know what I mean? The whole Sinister Six in there. Taskmaster. What's shorty name? The roller, the social media girl. You had Hammerhead. Yeah, you know what I mean? You had Black Cat. There's a lot of characters in the first game, man. Especially if you played like all the DLCs and all that. A lot of characters in there. And I don't think they're gonna fall short when it comes to villains and characters being in the second game. So there's a lot of story that's gonna be told. There's a lot of things they gotta flush out. And I just think adding a third character, you know what I mean, will be conducive to that. But you know, we'll see. I'm not gonna, Screwball, there you go, thank you. I'm not gonna be, upset if Venom is playable. I'll be like, hell yeah, you know what I mean, I'm with that. Yo, Jet, what's good, man? Shout out to my man Jedi in the building, man. Shout out to Prime. Shout out to the Fight Club Weekly guys, man. You know what I mean? Appreciate you guys pulling up and coming through. You know what I mean? Always entertaining to look at you guys streams and seeing all the people fight through the Fight Club Weekly. Then I mean, big shout out to you coming through, man. But yeah, guys, I think Spider-Man 2 is gonna be amazing, man. I think it's gonna be amazing. You know, I just hope that Spider-Man 2 is more difficult than the first game. Like the first game, even on like the hardest difficulty, I felt like it wasn't like the hardest game. Like enemies definitely hit harder, especially when you get to the end. You know what I mean? You getting shot by some of those Silver Sable dudes. It could be lights out, but overall it wasn't as difficult as I would have wanted it. But hopefully this game is. Well, I doubt they're gonna do it because look at the sales. Here they talk about the game. What, 33 million? I think it was. Was it 33 or 38 million? I know they have I want to say it was 33 million that the franchise itself sold. You know what I mean? So I feel like I thought it was in here. It might be another one that I read that was different. But 33 or 38. Oh yeah, right here. Boom. Yeah, 33 million. 33 million sold as of June. That's as of last year in June. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we've seen Spider-Man in the NPDs. We've seen them in the PlayStation Store downloads. We see Miles Morales in the NPDs like every goddamn week or every month. The PlayStation Store downloads. I'm pretty sure they way past that now. 33 million. That was last year. Oh damn! It felt so long ago. Jeez. So yeah, this is going to be this is going to be a big game, man. And San Diego Comic-Con looking pretty dope. You know what I mean? I'm liking this. I wish I could be there. You know what I mean? Like I said, next year, I'm definitely going to be traveling some more, man. I'm going to be traveling some more. Yo, but let social media tell you Sony failing. Yeah, I'm pretty. Yo, listen, guys, we've been seeing this a lot this year, right? Where they're going to be like, watch they say Spider-Man 2 pre-orders is down from from the first game. Or you gonna see some article come out, why hasn't Spider-Man 2 Collector's Edition sold out yet? Or something like that. You know what I mean? Where they're gonna tie it to it not being successful or it's gonna fail or something like that. And then within the article, they're gonna be like, yo, this is why you should just put your games on PC day and date or go multi-platform. You know what I mean? There's always a twist and there's always an agenda to everything that they've been doing for PlayStation. Like I said, they did it with VR2. VR2, these people was hating on VR2 due to the fact that it's only tied to PlayStation 5. You know what I mean? Making up numbers, how pre-orders is low and slow. Making up numbers as far as the numbers of the sales for the first couple of months is horrible. And within all those articles, there's always a twist. Maybe if they should have put it on PC or make it cheaper, people would adopt it more or things like that. You know what I mean? That's always their spin, because they want PlayStation shit on their primary shit. You know what I mean? And this is the one of the main reasons why I feel like when it comes to PlayStation, they don't really need to go multi-platform. They eventually they're gonna go there. You know what I mean? I think I made a video like 2-3 years ago telling y'all that. Eventually they're gonna go there. But I feel their strongest suit is when they do make these things exclusive. They tried it with what you call it? With Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy, they try to say that the game was a failure. It's not selling well. You know what I mean? Pat this joint up. Shout out to my man Genki, man. My man Genki out here doing the Lord's work. You know what I mean? IGN put up an article, where, they're saying that Square Enix considers the initial sales of Final Fantasy 16 to be extremely strong. We will continue to carry out a wide range of initiatives and encourage even more people to play the game. And there's another link here from my man right here, where he goes a little bit in depth, where they compared the two, because a lot of people was using Final Fantasy 7 remake as far as like it sold, I think like 3.5 million like 3 days or something like that, to 16 and whatnot, or 15, saying that this is horrible, this is a failure. You know what I mean? This is a flop, right? And Square themselves is saying that when you compare the install base, they're very, very satisfied. They're very pleased with the sales, because 7 remake came out at the end of the PlayStation 4. Meanwhile, we're still kind of in the beginning, kind of middle area of the PlayStation 5, and the sales are as good. You know what I mean? So that shows the testament of like, Final Fantasy 16, it really did sell well. Even 7 remake sold well, because like I keep telling you guys, 90% of the games don't sell this fast. You know what I mean? So when we see these type of milestones and these type of successes, yeah, these things should be praised, and the companies are praising them. But yeah, people, they love to put that PlayStation slander, where PlayStation is not doing well. PlayStation needs to do this. They need to conform and put their games on PC day and date. They need to put their games into a service day and date. They need to do all this stuff. But meanwhile, a month or two after, all that bullshit that they've been saying, the success stories come out. It's been happening every time. It's been happening every time, man. And I think at this point, people are just creating these narratives, these articles, just to do it now, because it's just a common thing now to do with PlayStation. Meanwhile, over there, the competition is hush quiet. You know what I'm saying? The competition can fail. The competition can do whatever it wants. You know what I mean? They're fine and dandy. You know what I mean? Like even with like my whole stance on Phil Spencer's interview were kind of funny, and the things that they've been saying about competition, I think that's done on purpose to get what they want, to have the FTC, CMA, all those people, get their that acquisition going. But even with that being said, there's a lot of people, when they read that article, when they saw that interview, they sympathized with Phil. Imagine if Jim Ryan was to do something like that. Oh man, they'll pack that man up. You know what I'm saying? The articles and the titles will be very, very different for the smaller company. If Jim Ryan would have said anything like how that's even with the whole Call of Duty thing. What Jim Ryan said, PlayStation needs Call of Duty. Look how they spun that saying, and articles and videos that they made. You know what I mean? It's just wild and crazy, man. You know what I mean? That the things people would do just to bash PlayStation. Meanwhile, you have the richest company with the most studios the most studios, you know what I mean, probably the biggest development teams ain't doing shit. Why? It's done on purpose. It's done on purpose, man. Redfall launching the way I launch, I don't care what nobody tell me, it's done on purpose. It's done on purpose. Look at that game. How the hell that game launched like that? You know what I'm saying? How that game launched like that? It ain't setting no bars. It ain't pushing no knee. You know what I mean? How that John launched like that? Ain't nothing breathtaking about that game to be like, yo, the performance, the game, you know what I mean? The AI, that shit is done on purpose. Yo, launch a game, hot garbage like this, because this shows everyone that we need Activision so we can compete. Microsoft don't need Activision. They don't need Activision. You just got Bethesda. You don't need Activision. Huh? Pure craziness. We need Activision so we can compete with Sony. You got less studios. You got a parent company that is one of the richest companies in the world. But you need Activision to compete. You can outbid PlayStation on a lot of things in gaming with these deals. But you didn't. You just want to follow. Like I told people, I've been saying this for I feel like I'm repeating myself, and that's one of the reasons I hate repeating myself. You know what I mean? Maybe that's why I don't stream so much, because I feel like when people stream a lot, when they do like live streams and whatnot, they're just repeating themselves over and over and over. Like, yo, you made that point 20 times already. You know what I mean? Now I feel like I'm repeating myself because this is what I've been saying for the longest, bruh. I've been saying these things for the longest. You know what I mean? Now they're coming true. Microsoft, Xbox, they've been following everything that PlayStation is doing. Let's look at the Bethesda acquisition and the news that we got from that with the whole FTC thing. This man, Phil, said he was sick and tired of them having exclusive content with Bethesda softwares, where PlayStation was going to have Delu, Ghostwire Tokyo, Starfield exclusively on their platform, or some type of exclusive ties or time exclusive. Phil was like, enough is enough. Let me go to Microsoft real quick and say we need to buy these people up so we can get these games on our platform. Huh? They went out there and spent $7 billion, however it was, $8 billion, just so they could get games on their platform. Just so they don't have to wait a year or so, or no exclusives or exclusive content when it pertains to PlayStation and Xbox. A whole publisher. You know what I mean? And when people was like, I don't think PlayStation should buy a publisher after the whole Bethesda joint. What I was saying? What I was telling people? Huh? What I was telling people? What that noise? Did you not see what they're doing? It's no different with Activision. Exclusive content on PlayStation side. Yeah, the game is on all platforms, but there's exclusive, content. Whether it's like double XP here or operators or any of that. That was turning the tides. That was giving people incentives to get the game on PlayStation rather than the competing platform. Huh? When you play with your friends on PlayStation, you get like 10% or 20% more experience when you party up with friends. That's an exclusive thing to PlayStation. It's on no other platform. Huh? The mind share of Call of Duty was tied to PlayStation. Phil wasn't trying to have that. I already knew from day one that this company wasn't going to make no Call of Duty exclusive. I've been said it. I said if they did it, I'll respect it though. That is a game. If you make exclusive, people would transition 100%. There's no denying it. But I knew for a fact they wasn't going to do that. Right? But what Phil wanted, what Microsoft wanted, is that he wants the mind share. He wants to take away that mind share when it comes to one the biggest games in gaming. To not, when people think about Call of Duty for the last generation or the last couple of years, they think about PlayStation. He wants to remove all that. You know what I mean? That's why you see the whole content parody things. When they talk about, oh, now that we own this motherfucker, it's going to be content parody throughout. So you telling me there's not going to be any type of, when I hear or when I see content parody, I look at it like, okay, so you're not going to have any exclusive deals, no exclusive skins, no exclusive color, you know what I mean, tied to any type of platform. Yeah, shout out to my man Persona, man. Shout out to my bro Persona. Whew. Shout out to Stardust, man. Shout out to Persona for the 27 months being a soldier first class. Man, I appreciate it, my G. He said, but Phil said. Phil said. But Phil Spencer said. And then shout out to my man Stardust Acero with a 20 months of being a soldier first class member. He said, what up, J Bar? What up, Stardust, man? Appreciate you coming through. You know what I mean? These are things that I've been saying for the longest. And when I say it, people are like, nah, man, I don't know, man. I don't know if they would not use the dual sense. Why would Phil encourage or want something that they own now to use the dual sense? Is Minecraft using a dual sense? It's on your goddamn platform. But is there any exclusive type features on there? Absolutely not. You getting the same bare boned, boring ass game that we have on our platform on yours. Huh? For PlayStation to have these games have any type of exclusive features that it pertain to the platform, the game will have to be exclusive before it comes to Microsoft, not like the Ghostwires and the Deathloops. Look what they did with Dirt. It took them a whole goddamn year. A whole year for them to be like, hey guys, we're making Dirt 5 for the PlayStation 5 now. We're going to use the DualSense. We're going to use the SSD. Because Microsoft had to deal with them. That's the same thing going to apply when it comes to Call of Duty. I've seen people celebrate, oh, this is great for the Nintendo console too. No, it's not great for the Nintendo console. Because whatever exclusive features the Nintendo console is going to have, whatever it is, whatever gimmick that people want to call it, whatever it is, Call of Duty would not be using it like they normally did. I don't know if I said it in a space or a podcast the other day. I was like, you know, how people was touting the Wii U version of Black Ops 2, the best version, because it was taking full advantage of what the Wii U could do. And was cool implementations that made the game feel different. You're not going to get that anymore under the leadership of this Xbox. It's clear as day. You know what I mean? I don't know why. I don't know how or how people don't see that stuff. All they care about is having their footprint in gaming. Microsoft is not trying to push anything forward. They're not trying to set the bar. You know what I mean? They want revenue everywhere possible, which is smart. I'm not knocking it. But that's what they're in it for. Look at something like the Havoc engine. When's the last time anybody brought up the Havoc engine? Is the Havoc engine, you know, being elevated? Is it renewing anything? You know what I mean? people just use it because, you know what I mean, it's part of gaming. You know what I mean? They want to use it, you know, as far as the development, it's probably easy to work with. But it's nothing really mind blowing, nothing really pushing the bar. Microsoft owns that. They don't even talk about that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you gonna use this shit? You gotta pay me. You know what I mean? That is my biggest fear when it comes to Call of Duty. And like I was trying to say in my video, but I wasn't trying to make it like super long. I don't really trust Microsoft. I don't really trust their management. And I don't really see them pushing Call of Duty forward going forward. You know what I mean? The things that we are used to with Call of Duty on the PlayStation side, the whole adaptive triggers with the guns, how many people use it. I don't think we're going to get those features being used going forward with Microsoft at the helm of Call of Duty, because things like that would incentivize people to play the game on the competing platform. What they're going to do, or what they want to do, is incentivize their platform. You know what I mean? That whole, making gamers play wherever they want to play, it's all bullshit. Making gamers play wherever they want to play with a Microsoft account, with an Xbox account, Game Pass. That's their goal. And Call of Duty, like I said, Call of Duty is known to take advantage of those things. And yeah, they're cool implementations, and I feel like that's gonna get stripped away from it. Not the recent Call or this year Call of Duty, or probably even next year. But you know, after that contract with PlayStation is up. But yeah, I don't trust them at all, man. It's gonna be Xbox. It's already Xbox stench with Call of Duty right now. You know what I mean? As people are praising them to play, they're playing the old games where these dudes are like, oh, the servers are back up. The server's never been down. This is how you know people don't be playing these games, man. The servers never went down for Call of Duty. They've been up since they've been doing the whole backwards compatible thing. It never went down. They've been doing backwards compatibility with Call of Duty in the older games since last generation. You know what I mean? Where they added these backwards compat games to the fold with Xbox One, and that revitalized the franchise with older games where people was playing the multiplayer games from last generation. Now you're seeing people out here that's lining up the place just so they can want to make Xbox look good. Talking about, oh, Microsoft, due to the acquisition, Microsoft turned on the servers again for Call of Duty. No, they did it. It's always been up. You know what I mean? Yo, Raw So Many, what's up, man? Yo, Gaming with Newt, what's up? It's always been up. It never went down. You know what I mean? I don't know what the hell's going on with these people. Yo, Wolf, what up, man? Shout out to my man Wolf, man. Appreciate Wolf, man, because Wolf he blessed a lot of people yesterday, man, with that Tekken 8 closed beta. But shout out to my man Wolf Gang Mishima, man. You know what I mean? I'm definitely gonna see what Tekken 8 is hitting for. I want to learn June, and I already know how to play Leroy, but I want to learn June. It's been a long time since I played Tekken or even Leroy, so I just pray that Julia and Steve make it to the game, and I'll be very, very happy. But so far the system mechanics are cool. I'll be cool playing main in Leroy or June. You know what I mean? But I kind of want I want Julia. Yo, Jemai, what's good, man? Yo, Captain playing old games at 120. I think that's dope. I don't see an issue with that. But they're out here lying, talking about they turned the servers back on. The servers never got turned off. People was playing older card games for years. People play old card games for all the time. Right now, I can boot up Ghosts, or I could go to Advanced Warfare and play games. They never turn them joints down. When have you heard Activision come out and say, yo, Gaming with Newt, man, appreciate the subscription, man. Hopefully you enjoy your stay here at the J Bar channel, man. You know what I mean? Get familiar with the older content. You know what I mean? peruse a little bit. You know what I mean? When Activision came out and said, yo, man, we turning off this server. They never said that shit. There's still a lot of people that play it. There's going to be a more abundance of people playing it now due to this Activision, acquisition and all that. But them servers never got turned off. There's a reason why a lot of people don't play the older Call of Duty games, because normally with the older Call of Duty games, like, in the PS3 days or some of the PS4 ones, those servers, a lot of cheaters are on them. You know what I mean? Because it's not as active as, a newer game. A lot of the cheaters just linger and stay there. You know what I mean? Where you're going to find a lot of cheating stuff going on in the game. So, and yeah, Activision right now, they're not currently like monitoring and seeing cheaters and reporting people. Nobody really care at this moment. The game is 15, 10 years old. Nobody really give a damn. You know what I mean? So that's what you're going to be running into when it comes to the Modern Warfare, the Black Ops games. You're going to run into a lot of cheating motherfuckers in that game. But yeah, I just don't get it. How people just sit down and be lying when it comes to that. Yo, they turning on the servers again. No, it's always on. But I personally don't trust Microsoft with Activision, Blizzard. You know what I mean? Call of Duty right now, Modern Warfare 2 right now. I don't know what the hell's going on with the servers ever since the fourth season update. The game has not been running well when it comes to playing with your friends. You can be waiting for a good 40 minutes to an hour before you get into a game. And that is if people are switching, leadership on who is the lobby leader. You know what I mean? You got to be actively, all right, you take the leadership of the lobby just to see if you can get a ping to find a goddamn game. It's funny to me that I'm seeing reports of 1 million people playing Black Ops 2, as they should. That's the best Call of Duty game, in my opinion. But the recent game, the current game, is in kaputs. Y'all ain't hear that word a long time, right? Kaputs. Yo, Corrosive, what's up, man? You know what I mean? I just don't trust these motherfuckers, man. I do not trust them at all. A lot of details and insight got revealed during the whole Activision Blizzard FTC thing ruling. That court case, some of the stuff I got to see and witness. I'm like, yeah, this company. Let's look at the shit that they're saying here. These motherfuckers are two-faced. You are looking at legit Harvey Dent with Xbox. One face is, saying one thing. The other face is just like, hey, you know what I mean? Multi-personalities out there. Motherfuckers sending emails say, yeah, we're going to outbid and destroy PlayStation. Meanwhile, my man's in the interview like, yo, we can't compete, man. We can't stop people from playing PlayStation 5. But so why buy the biggest, one of the biggest publishers with the biggest game then? What is your intentions on buying something like Call of Duty? Huh? If you're not trying to, you know what I mean? Knowing the fact that this other platform thrives from Call of Duty. You know what I mean? Because, yeah, PlayStation puts out the money to make these deals. They put out the money to promote this game. We already know when it comes to Xbox, they don't promote shit. Huh? Starfield is coming out in September, people. September. You don't see no Starfield commercials. They're not flooding Starfield all over on Twitter, on YouTube. You know what I mean? You got your little, developer chat from that E3, and that's it. No promotion at all. Yo, Thrash, what's good, bro? Shout out to my bro Thrash in the building. You know what I mean? Spider-Man, yo, we as PlayStation fans, we were concerned when they wasn't showing Spider-Man, but look at Spider-Man now. That motherfucker on trains. These dudes out here creating these cool ass recreations of the game at showcases or events. You're not seeing none of that. You're not seeing none of that, and you're not going to get any of that when it pertains to Starfield or even Forza. Huh? Even with Forza, these motherfuckers stop putting out the McLarens. Remember they used to have like a McLaren or a Lego car every goddamn year showcasing Forza? That shit all died down now, huh? Huh. Now you get a Forza DLC. Like, hey man, take that shit. Huh? We ain't promoting this shit no more. Game Pass. It's crazy. It's crazy. You know what I mean? Activision, Call of Duty. Normally you see that motherfucker on TVs, YouTube, all over. On the Microsoft, will they do that? Especially if they're trying to, put it in Game Pass. Oh, that money gonna go towards third-party deals for Game Pass. It's not going into no goddamn marketing. We got Tim Dog for that. We got Cole Eastwood for that. We got the RDX podcast for that. Fuck you. Fuck you mean? I'm pretty sure that's how the business meetings be going down to Xbox, yo. Phil and everybody sitting down. You know what I mean? Yo, Sarah Bond's probably like, hey man, maybe we should put out a commercial. You know what I mean? Like promoting like Starfield or Forza. Maybe we should do that. You know what I mean? Phil looking at Sarah Bond like, Sarah Bond looking back at Phil. Everybody looking at Sarah like, what wrong with Phil? Promote marketing. Go send Tim Dog a DM. Go. Oh, he's online right now. Let me join his party chat. 2 seconds. Like, hey, Tim, and then bounce right after that. You know what I mean? That's Xbox marketing. I don't trust them. Yo, I don't hate Xbox. I don't hate Xbox at all, man. But I don't trust them when it comes to specific franchises, especially the one I love. You know what I mean? Call of Duty is a huge pastime game for me, where I can get multiple games in the morning, at night, play with your friends, chop it up. You know what I mean? Relax. Sundays, doing COD Sundays, just having barbershop talk. You know what I mean? Made it into like a live stream event kind of thing with a council. You know what I mean? That's a cool vibes. I don't want that to be ruined when it comes to this franchise. I'm not saying it's going to be like devastating, but I just feel like with the business philosophy of Xbox, I don't see you elevating this franchise going forward. And I have evidence when it comes to your first party games. You know what I mean? Your first party games has been in a decline. They don't promote Gears of War like they promote Gears of War back in the day. They don't promote Halo like they promote Halo back in the day. Forza like they promote Forza back in the day. These games on a quality standpoint as well is diminishing. Gears 5, that jump went with the way of the dodo bird. Who the hell play Gears now? I remember with Gears 4, a game that launched outside of Game Pass. People were still playing that for years upon years. You know what I mean? I used to see podcasters out here, oh, let's do a gear stream. You know what I mean? People were fighting against each other in Gears. Now when it comes to Gears 5 that launch in Game Pass, what happened? Huh? What happened? That game lasted like 6 months. Halo, no different. Even a broken Master Chief Collection, I felt had more buzz than Halo Infinite. Pure crazy. You don't see no buzz in Halo Infinite outside of 2 people. Like, yo, let's have Halo night. That group has not grown. You know what I mean? When a game is popping and buzzing, your group from 8 people that you play Halo Night with turns into 20, 30 because the game is that popular, it's that good. You know what I'm saying? You've been playing with the same 8 people for 2 years. Yeah, almost 2 years. Shit crazy. That shit crazy, boy. Halo. My goodness. And I'm supposed to trust. I'm supposed to trust Microsoft with Call of Duty. You know, I want to make a quick shout out to. A lot of people gonna forget this too, and I hope he's still here, and I hope he hasn't forgot what he has said. Thick Humor TV, No Cap Podcast. It's clear and evident now. It's always been clear and evident, to be honest with you. I never disagree with him. When I see former executives, creative directors, writers, all that stuff leave Xbox, I'm wary now. I'm wary. You have people like Mike Ybarra, prominent Xbox figure. Yo, Link, what's good? Rod Ferguson, prominent Xbox figure. All went to Activision Blizzard. And Sick been saying this. He been saying this. These people are plants. I'm pretty sure if you guys listen to Sick, you've been hearing this for a long time. These people are plants. They have infiltrated. They have infiltrated that company. Where a man, I don't remember his position in Xbox. I think it was like software or hardware, whatever it was. Went from that to now he's like 3rd or 2nd in charge of like Activision Blizzard. All of a sudden, the people that leave in there are now back into the fold. Coincidence? I think not. There's a lot of things that the PlayStation Nation, PlayStation fans have been pointing out when it comes to Microsoft. And everything is just coming to light. Influencers, evangelizing. These are the words that's being used. I keep going back to that brain incubation video that I did. I think it was a Speak from the Heart or something, where they had the brain incubation video ad or whatnot, where they was controlling the what the person in the incubator was thinking. This person, they said they will see, oh, this is I see Master Chief. They turn a dial. Oh, I see a cat in Master Chief suit. Turning the dial and changing the perspective of what this person is saying. Brainwashing, pretty much. And with these filings, with this information coming out, that's exactly how they were sounding in them goddamn emails. We gonna brainwash. They want people infiltrating. Just look how they handled the whole Activision Blizzard thing. It's smart. I'm not even knocking it. It's smart because they had the whole fan base backing them. Normally, things like this we don't give a fuck about or even talk about. You had dudes change their whole Twitter channel to focus on this acquisition. Coincidence? I think not. It's crazy out here, man. I personally think that Microsoft, Xbox, I don't think they're well suited to handle a franchise or even a company like Activision Blizzard, just due to everything that they've been saying and everything that they've been doing. You got the most studios now. You can't handle that. Your games ain't coming out. Like I think it's done on purpose, but it's not a good look in my opinion. I just feel like yo, people are gonna go with it because they're getting a huge payout. People are gonna go with it because, you know, they're looking like they're the small guys You know what I mean? The oddball out. But I don't want the PlayStation Nation thinking like this is not a big deal. This is a huge deal for Xbox. This is a huge deal within the industry itself. This is something that can either, in my opinion, I think this can set gaming back as far as how these streaming services, or not streaming services, these subscription services are going forward with a game like this. There's a reason why you don't see 2Ks, the FIFAs, and all that stuff within these subscription services like that. There's always some type of nuance within it. You know what I mean? It'll be like a month or two, couple of months before it would jump in there. Something like this would definitely change the perspective on how people look into subscriptions, or can just change how people deliver or create gaming in general. And I don't think it's going up for the better of gaming. I think it's going to go for the worse, right? And the question comes around, and after I say this point, you know, I bring, if you guys want to come in, just go and join the Speak from the Heart open chat, and you know, we'll have the discussion. You know, the question came up on how PlayStation should react to this. And my answer is very simple. It's been the same since the whole Bethesda acquisition. It's about ownership of IPs. That's why you see the Embracers, the Tencents, the Microsofts, even PlayStation. They're buying up publishers and development talent, whatnot, because certain companies might not have subscriptions as the forefront, but it's some type of it is a part of the business plan going forward. It is not something that's minuscule anymore. You know what I mean? Even how PlayStation handles PlayStation Plus and their subscription services is different as far as when it comes to first party, but it's still a major player, and it's still something used to tie people in, especially on the console side of things. You know what I mean? So you want to incentivize people to subscribe to your service. So you want to have the content there. You want to have whatever there, you know, I mean, the deals, whatever it is, right? I've heard people say, "Oh, PlayStation should have buy a publisher. They should just buy studios or talent, whatever the fuck that's supposed to mean." You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not against all of that. I'm not against buying a studio or talent, whatever the fuck that's. Everybody keep using that word. You know, just trying to acquire talent. No shit, Sherlock. You're not saying anything smart. You know what I mean? That's why I really want to be said. Like, no, I think that's what we need to create, like a fucking emoji or something. No shit, Sherlock. Duh. You know what do you think they're gonna be buying up? Scrubs? You know what I mean? You gonna spend money on buying, you know, people that are not talented? Gaming community, man. At the end of the day, like I said earlier, you got to look at what the track record of what Microsoft is doing. They're following the steps of what PlayStation is doing. PlayStation, oh, you want to get exclusive content from this publisher? Make exclusive deals from this publisher? Guess what we're going to do? We're going to buy the publisher. That happened twice. 2 times. What, you need a third time to be like, oh, they need to buy a publisher? Huh? I hear people say all the time, oh, there's no need for them to buy Square Enix. There's no need for them to buy Capcom. Sit your ass down, please. It make no goddamn sense. The games already come there. The games are already coming to PlayStation for Bethesda. Huh? Where Elder Scrolls going now? Where's Starfield going now? Huh? the biggest platform, the biggest mind share in gaming, console gaming, is about to miss out on certain games. So how is that logic applying to something like Square Enix now? They don't need to get them. They already get them. It's default. Don't make no fucking sense. We obviously see the reasons why these motherfuckers have bought two big ass publishers, due to the fact that they were getting exclusive content, due to the fact of their mind share, of their install base. What's the difference between any other studio or publisher? Square Enix, it might be a little bit different because I know there's clause and things like that with Japan. But if you can get the biggest acquisition in gaming, or the biggest acquisition, one of the biggest acquisitions ever, done worldwide, I'm pretty sure there's some way you could get something with a Japanese company done as well. My biggest fear is I don't want PlayStation missing out on nothing Square Enix. You know what I mean? So regardless if this game is going to be exclusive, or this game is going to be exclusive, you don't want somebody like a Microsoft or Amazon or whoever, Tencent, whoever, to scoop up somebody like that. And then now all of a sudden the games, or certain games, are not going to hit your platform. Like we're seeing with Bethesda. Like we're going to see possibly with Activision. You know what I mean? So I'm very confused with how people's mindset and thinking. Like, and they think they're talking hot shit too. Like, yeah, man, I don't think they should. I'm like, what the fuck are you saying? I mean, did you not witness what's going on? It's crazy, man. You know what I mean? It's all about owning the IP going forward, because subscriptions are going to be a strong suit. You know what I mean? Regardless of whoever it is, the subscription services is going to be the strong suit. Rather than you keep paying for exclusive deals, contracts, writing up contracts, you can circumvent that by owning them shits. So you can do whatever you want to do with it, whether it's multi-platform or have it exclusive like you normally would have it. So I'm struggling to find the logic behind anybody thinking somebody like Square Enix shouldn't be bought by PlayStation due to default exclusive. Them shits won't be default anymore if the mind share changes. Just because you think, what you think? Because just because they're a Japanese company, well, we're still gonna do it. No, they obviously, certain studios and certain things, publishers gonna want sales as well. But we have a company that is buying up publishers left and right. Within a 2-year span, you bought 2 publishers. One of the biggest acquisitions ever. How should PlayStation react? It's common sense. They need to buy a publisher. Someone that fits the mold of PlayStation, or someone that can help them grow the brand of PlayStation. Either or. To tie in these games, these IPs, so it won't leave your platform, or even some of them that possibly won't even make no sense. Like, damn, PlayStation owns this now. Where people say, oh, PlayStation owns this now, because that's what we're going to be seeing in the future. That is what we're going to be seeing in the future. People are going to be transitioning. You know what I mean? Things are going to change because, like I said, this acquisition like this is a huge deal. This is not no minuscule, sweep it under the rug, everything's going to be fine type of ordeal. This is a big deal. There's a reason why they wanted to have it blocked in the first place, because they know it's a big deal. And this is not me saying that PlayStation is not going to deliver any great games. They're always going to deliver great games. But my fear is, and I say this with the most utmost respect, my fear is that the what PlayStation is trying to venture into when it's to define that next Call of Duty game or something as popular with these live service games, I don't trust the PlayStation Nation to help make that happen. I don't think they trust the PlayStation Nation to make that happen. That's why these shits is dropping on PC. Every time a live service game get announced, everybody get all the heebie-jeebies from this motherfucker. Yeah, Link, it's pretty much open. I'm going to join it very soon. Everybody get the heebie-jeebies. You know what I mean? One of the biggest live service games now you're going to have to compete with because your competitor owns it. And now you have a platform that the hardcore gamers of the platform don't like these live service games. You know, that's a small anecdotal thing as far as the people we communicate, you know, in this community and whatnot. But eventually, these are games that PlayStation don't own. You know what I mean? These are games that were making millions upon millions of dollars on the PlayStation store and brand that they can't use as an incentive anymore to push people to buy into PlayStation. So I hope and pray that these live service games are amazing, that they're great, because they're going to need it to be. They're going to need it to be. I know people don't want to hear it. People going to be like, nah, I ain't trying to hear all that, Barry. It's going to be fine, man. We got God of War. We got God of War. I'm trying to tell you, a change is coming. You know what I mean? But we'll see how you guys react to some of the stuff that I've been saying. If you guys want to join the chat, I have the Speak from the Heart chat open right now. You know, if you want to discuss any of the things that we've been talking about. Also, like I said, it's been a while since I chopped it up with you guys. So if you guys want to come on through, come on through. But if you know me, I could talk all day. Hold up. What they just sent me? You see what I'm saying when it comes to these subscription services? Bruh, so we're going to have another one. We're going to have another one. Look at this now. Look at this now. YouTube Premium individual plan update. Even that is going up. I love YouTube Premium. Let me see how much I'm paying for YouTube Premium now. I think YouTube Premium is needed. Let me see how much I'm paying for this. $15.99 YouTube Premium. So they upping it about $3, right? Yo, YouTube Premium, when it first started, I think it was like $12.99. Or it might have been like $9.99. So they've been upping this price for a minute. And I think YouTube Premium is great. Right now, I remember it being cheaper than what I'm paying now. Right now it's $15.99, but now it's going up to $18.99. So pretty much $19. Yep. Yeah, 1 second. Let me think they can't hear you right now. So hold up. But yeah, see, I got my output on. Okay. All right, say something again.
Yeah. I'm here.
All right, so now you should be able to hear Link now. Yo, Chuck, what up, bro? These subscription services are going up in price all the goddamn time.
All of them are.
So they're saying no, you can save on a premium subscription by signing up directly on our website, where it rates you. The plan would be $13.99 a month. Oh, because I subscribe to YouTube Premium through Apple. So I might just do that then. You know what I mean? But with Activision being a part of Xbox now, I know Xbox raised their price to, you know, when it comes to Game Pass. That's going to go up as well. Again, that's a big blockbuster game. Activision know Call of Duty is a big blockbuster game, an annual franchise.
Think about it. You're locked in. If you are locked in on Game Pass and you haven't bought any games this generation, you don't have a choice. Really, if you are all in on the service, you got to pay for it.
I agree. Yo, King Kiso, what's good, bro? Shout out to my man Kiso, man. E Rice, what up? Boycott activity, what's up, man? Yo, Sergeant, what's good, man? Captain Play, what up? Chuck, what up? Object 2B, what up? Yeah, I love YouTube Premium. You don't see no ads. YouTube Music, I think is great. You know what I mean? I subscribed from Apple Music because of YouTube Premium. That was like years ago though, but yeah, there's also like free movies you can watch sometimes, even though majority of those movies I probably own already. They have like original content from other YouTubers and whatnot. I don't be watching that though. I just like it for the no ads. You know what I mean? Yo, Steady Flow, what up, man? But yo, Link, how you feeling about this, man? You know what I mean? You play Call of Duty, you know, time from time. You think
I haven't played in a while, but
it's been a while, but you think it's gonna be for the better on the Xbox?
It's gonna be for the worse. You know, obviously Xbox is gonna be the lead platform, and the Series S is gonna be the lead Xbox platform. So I don't think so. And then if they're gonna offer it on the Switch as well, then you know, how's the development for the game gonna go? Having to develop the game for that weak ass Switch, like I don't know. It doesn't look good. None of this looks positive to me. So for the fans that really love this game, I feel bad for them because I don't think they're gonna get a great product going forward under Microsoft management. I don't think so.
I don't trust them. So Activision currently has let me see. So the Call of Duty developers they have is Treyarch, Infinity Ward. They got High Moon, Toys for Bob, Raven. What's that? 5 already? And I'm not even incorporating like the Blizzard stuff. But I know, let me see if I can get a list of the studios. They have a lot of, that's a big publisher. There's a lot of studios behind that. So currently Microsoft, they have 23 studios, development studios. With Activision, they probably be put over to the 30s, I think. You know what I mean? If they can't quote unquote compete after owning Bethesda, Activision, and all the other stuff that they own, what is going to be the excuse going forward for Microsoft, Xbox?
Can they get these games out? What can they get these games out the door, Corey? Can they launch these titles in a timely manner? They haven't been able to do that either.
They haven't. I think that's being done on purpose. You know what I mean? I think Really and truly, I feel that this game right here from Arcane, Redfall, that was done on purpose. That jump was done on purpose. There's no way
So
you
what was
go,
the what was the
bro.
purpose of them putting it out in that state?
Of course, to get this deal to go through, to get this this whole FTC. They don't want to prolong any of that. Yo, bro, you got Arcane Studio is a veteran studio, bro. Veteran studio. Have a lot of great games under their belt. The Dishonored, Death. You just came out with Deathloop. I'm not saying that the AI is like the greatest of all time in the games, but the AI in Redfall looks atrocious. It looks like, what the hell are you doing? Normally when they drop their games don't drop with a performance like that, with like Redfall. You're not doing anything different in Redfall than you did in Deathloop 2 years ago. You know what I mean? How is that game launching like that? That shit is done on purpose, bruh. They're gonna take the hit. It's for the greater good type of shit. Take one for the team. You know what I mean? Back in the day, or maybe some of it's recent for y'all. Y'all go to the club. Your boy come to you, say, "Yo, I got this baddie right here, man." You know what I mean? Boy, she ain't gonna mess with me if I don't find somebody for a friend. You know what I'm saying? And you be like, "Yo, so I need you to take one for the team." He's like, "Take one for the team." You look over my shoulders, like, "Damn, bruh." That's what they doing here with this fucking Redfall. Take one for the team. You're gonna get all the scrutiny. You're gonna look horrible. It's not gonna be pleasant, but it's gonna be for the greater good. That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. It sound crazy. But this is what is going on over there. There's no way somebody like this rich of a company is doing this horrible, this bad. It's done on purpose, in my opinion. The man went on a whole podcast for a sympathy card.
Let me ask you a question, Barry.
Mm-hmm.
Now, while their output of games is very small, and when they do put out a game, it can be bad. Do you think, and I know you said this was done on purpose, right? When they put out these dog shit games, right? These Game Pass deals still are due every month, right?
Yep.
Exactly. So when they don't put out any games for a whole year, did they give you a discount on Game Pass? You see what I mean? They're collecting money from people every month, but not delivering on the promises that they made. So if you are a consumer and you're paying for this service but complaining about it, then shame on you. If you're happy with it, then I guess that's good. But they are not delivering on the promises that they made.
No, they definitely not delivering on any of their promises. What they make.
Oh,
that's a fact. That is a fact.
What's up, D? Is that DC?
Yo, DC, what's good, man?
Yes, sir. What up?
Out here chilling, man. You know what I mean? Just
As
talking
you
about
should.
this whole Activision joint. You play COD, DC. How you feeling?
Of
You
course.
normally,
See, look, listen.
you're not crazy.
I'm not crazy, but there's a lot of stuff with this COD deal that I don't think a lot of people are looking at. A lot of people are saying, oh, all these devs that only do COD now, they can now work on all these other IPs. They don't have to do this, they don't have to do that. Well, I don't know if people realize, but if you're pulling those studios off of Call of Duty, that's more work for the main studio. Are we trusting Microsoft to be able to manage this and get the help that they need if they do let them work on other IPs? You already had the executives come out and say, we didn't know Microsoft signed this deal with Nintendo where they said they're going to develop for the console. When you ask these executives, how are you going to do this? They don't even know. So how can they make this deal where they're going to say they're bringing it to Switch, but they don't even know, what kind of development time or cost it's going to take? Is that going to affect the next gen version of these games? Is the Switch version going to be playing with these next gen versions? I don't want to be playing with somebody on the Switch. It already takes 10 to 20 seconds to load into a match. I was hoping for, a next gen only version where we don't have to wait 30 seconds for all these last gen players anymore.
They
I
don't
want to
care.
instantly hop
DC,
in and out
this
a
is what
match.
you don't realize. They don't care.
Oh, I know
about
they.
the
Oh, I know
quality
they
of the
don't.
game.
Oh, trust me, I know that. They do
They
not.
don't care.
Yeah, they care about this
Yeah.
getting the game on a platform. They don't care about like, oh yeah, I mean, yeah, you're gonna have crossplay, but you're gonna have to load in with how the Switch people load in. They don't care about none of that bullshit. It's like,
And then not
oh,
only that, you're probably gonna have to
content
have
parity.
a Xbox account to play the game, just like on Minecraft. You got to have the Xbox.
Oh,
So,
bro,
be
They
prepared
will.
for that integration as well.
absolutely. Yo,
To boost their numbers.
I've said this years, especially I remember
And they'll probably call it a Game
specifically.
Pass account also. I guarantee they'll call it a Game Pass account when you are signed up. Yeah, they will,
Look
because
what they called it. Called Game
Xbox
Pass,
Live is gold. Yeah,
4.
Xbox Live Gold's already going away. So they're going to say, oh, you need a free core account to play COD.
I remember going into Uni's space specifically to tell them, I was like, yo, how they going to handle Xbox with Call of Duty? They're going to handle just like with Minecraft. What they want is the people to log into their servers and their services with Xbox Live or whatever they're going to call it there. That's what they're going to be doing, because that's the thing that they're going to be telling you. Oh, look how many monthly active users we have now. You know what I mean? That's what they want. And it's clear as day. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're not, like I said, you're not going to get any type of exclusive content when it comes to Call of Duty, but soon you're going to be like, oh, it's not going to be an Activision account anymore. It's going to be an Xbox account. You're going to log in.
And Barry, now that they own it, right? They can throw it in Game Pass, right? Now the PlayStation users, they have to buy the game. Okay. So they're not losing out on that revenue that they would get on the PlayStation side. So it's kind of a win for them. I mean, for Microsoft, honestly.
Oh yeah,
They don't care if the game come out first off.
This whole situation is a big win for Microsoft. It's a big W. You know what I mean? That's why I say I don't want people to downplay this acquisition. This is a big W for Microsoft, because they can just sit back and let the wheels fall off. They'd be good. They don't have to implement or do anything really when it comes to owning something like Call of Duty. Just have it run how it's run. Obviously, they're going to implement certain things because they want to get that engagement, that that active users and all that stuff. But they really don't have to do nothing. They'll be good to go. But we'll definitely see, man. We're gonna have 2 years until them officially like this is in their ballpark now. And I just pray for the best, man. You know what I mean? Hopefully these people play Call of Duty now. But this is my question as well, because during the whole FTC thing, CMA thing, all that stuff, Activision execs, representatives is coming out and saying that they don't want to launch their games in no service day and date. It doesn't make any sense for them to launch their games in a service. But that's not the philosophy with Microsoft. Do you think there's going to be some type of struggle behind that, or some bickering behind that? Eventually, they're going to have to do what Microsoft is want to do because they own them. But I personally think there's going to be some type of back and forth, some type of tug of war going on with that.
I mean, internally, I'm sure internally, but I mean, if Microsoft foots the bill, at the end of the day, they don't have a choice.
Mm-hmm.
But you will see, I don't know if you read the email, you'll see, this is what's going to happen. When this acquisition goes through, you're going to see some of the top talent at Activision Blizzard leave that company.
Oh yeah, big. We see that a lot.
Because every time Microsoft acquires somebody, talent at the top level starts leaving. And that's not just a coincidence. Mm-hmm. And this game is going to have to be made and designed around Game Pass. So,
that's my biggest fear. You know what I mean? But yo, I want to get back to this whole Spider-Man talk to get your opinion or your predictions or speculations as far as who do you think Venom could be. We see the Venom picture. It's looking glorious. It's looking amazing. It's looking wonderful. It's looking
They
really,
are saying
really
that.
good.
You think that's true?
Saying who?
They're saying that's an in-game render, like in engine, whatever.
Oh yeah, that's what I saw from James Stevenson. I think that's the community director. Like he wrote on like Reddit or one of those things. Like, and somebody was doubting it. It was like, oh, you doubt us again. Like, yeah, it looks. This looks amazing.
Looks good. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I want to see.
You imagine this.
Combat.
Yeah, like on your OLED or your monitor. Oh my god, this is gonna look crazy.
You know this game gonna have all kind of different modes you can play it in.
Yep.
So yeah,
but
this game gonna be phenomenal. Yeah.
Oh, J. Lou said that Venom might be Craven. This is who I'm thinking Venom is. I personally think that Venom is gonna be Scorpion Matt Gargan, due to the fact of when I see the Venom or the spider, the white spider, it's going all the way to the shoulders. There's only one Venom I remember looking that way, and that's with Scorpion's Venom. I'm going to show you a picture real quick on what I mean. It looks 1-to-1 here with Matt Gargan Venom. So this is Matt Gargan's Venom. As you can see, oh damn, it's all blocking this stuff out. Can I? Damn. Well, we can look here. As you can see, the white spider, it's not like 1-to-1, but the white spider stuff is coming out all the way to the shoulder. There's other pictures. There's other pictures I can show as well, but I'll just have to find them and look them. I didn't really save them, but it's looking pretty similar. You know what I mean? Outside of like the other leg being right here, it's looking pretty similar to me. And it will make sense. You know what I mean? If one thing they like to do is like take some of these like B class, smaller villains or whatnot, even though I don't think Scorpion is like a smaller villain, but it will make it much more grander or bigger than it is. And I don't know how they would tie it in with it right now, but I think it will be dope. Especially that because we fought Scorpion in the first game. I think it would be dope to have him on there because they already confirmed and said that it's not going to be Eddie Brock. I don't know if Eddie Brock is going to be in the game or some type of cameo, but this Venom is not Eddie Brock. A lot of people saying Craven. I could see Craven as well. Could be something like that as well. But Craven, that's his personality and who he is. I don't even know if the symbiote would even bond with him. But I don't know. That's a little prediction. I think it could be that's due to how it's looking. I'm gonna try to find another picture for y'all. You're gonna be like, yo, that kind of does look like what you're looking at here. Where's the other one at? Trying to find it. I'm trying to find it. I can't find it right now. Oh yeah, this is right here. Let me see if they have a big picture up here. No, this is some Reddit shit. I don't know if you guys can see this picture, but here's another one up here. You know what I mean? It's looking. It could be Norman Osborn too. I can see that. Because the suit itself, I mean the symbiote itself is already there. Honestly, it could be a lot of people. I just think it probably might be Scorpion, just to throw people off or whatnot. I don't know. That's just my prediction. We'll see when the game come out, which is not too long. Cause yo, guys, we are almost in August, bruh. We are almost in August. August is pretty much right down the corner. It's about to get crazy. It's about to get busy. Where the end of the month, next week we have a lot of games coming out, more on the smaller side. But then next month, Atlas Fallen, Armor Core, Firewall Ultra. Finally. Yo, we're gonna talk about that a little bit more on WUPS. So hopefully you guys are there. this Saturday as we go in on that, because there's a lot of cool things that they're implementing that they're implementing due to VR2 that the first game didn't really have that, which looks pretty dope, man. So we'll definitely see when it comes to Firewall Ultra. There's another VR game that's coming out too. Oh, Remnant 2 is on Saturday. I forgot the name. There's another VR game coming out too, man.
I also highly recommend Synapse. That game is really dope.
Oh yeah, Synapse is dope.
And having a lot of fun with that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna continue playing that tonight too. Yeah, that game feel really, really good. They saying that's an indie dev that did that too. That's crazy.
Hey, Sea of Stars is coming out. I don't know. Did you say Sea of Stars? Come out next month.
Yeah, Sea of Stars in
That
October.
RPG?
I mean, August. Yeah,
August. Yeah, end of August.
it's supposed to be a demo coming out. The development studio said there's a demo coming out on the PlayStation side as well, but we'll see. I don't know when it's going to come out. But my overall thoughts with everything here, guys, what I'm trying to say, Microsoft, would they ruin Call of Duty? I think so. How PlayStation react? They definitely need to buy a publisher. That's just how I feel. There's no way you can have this company buy 2 publishers in the past 2 or 3 years and you just sit down on that. They kind of did buy a publisher with Bungie, but there's no way you cannot respond to that. I'm not saying you got to go crazy, but like, oh, we need to get this and that, but it needs to make sense and it needs to happen. Because if you are trying to push or grow your PlayStation Plus services, you're trying to grow the PlayStation brand, yeah, you definitely need to buy up some IPs or own some IPs. There's no way you can let Microsoft just own these 2 publishers like that and just be chilling. No way you can do that.
And that's really what it is. It's more so an IP war versus just buying publishers.
Right. You can't.
Microsoft has so many IPs now, and this is why I don't understand the FTC's argument and all these people that were fighting this in court. Because I feel like if they would have made this about IP consolidation and the amount of IPs they were trying to pull off the market, I think they would have had a much better time getting this block versus just focusing on Call of Duty. And I've been saying that for the start. They're making a big mistake just focusing on just one IP versus the multitude of ones they're now pulling off the market. I mean, the list of IPs they'll have under their wing now is ridiculous. And it's going to be hard to even have a response to combat that moving forward.
Yeah, the thing I think the reason why they focus on Call of Duty, because that's what PlayStation pretty much is focusing on. I remember seeing Jim Ryan saying he's not against them acquiring Activision, because yeah, it's they have their right to do anything like that as far as like competing or having their games exclusive. He was just saying Call of Duty is so detrimental, it's so important or integral, not detrimental, but it's so integral to the PlayStation brand and how PlayStation's revenue comes in. It would be detrimental for them to lose this game, and that's what he was worrying about. And the first contract or whatever that he had presented to Jim Ryan, obviously he said that was inadequate. It was like some 3-year bullshit. They wasn't having that. It was like, nah, we good. That doesn't benefit us. Everything else probably like, yeah, that's totally fine. Do what you gotta do. But Call of Duty itself, yeah, they was more so worried about that. And yeah, Call of Duty really truly is the biggest deal. Call of Duty itself is not just on console itself. Look at the mobile thing as well. You know what I mean? Mobile wise, I don't know if you guys seen that report with Call of Duty on mobile. Like, this joint is crazy. Can I pull up bookmarks on here? Where is your bookmarks on the desktop? Did they move that? Oh no, it's right here. Look at this joint, bruh. Call of Duty on mobile surpass PC and console. And I mean, the COD mobile game, I haven't played that in a long ass time, to be honest with you. But yo, 1.9 billion. It's pretty much $2 billion that's bringing in a total of 6 months. On PC, 2.5, and then on consoles, 1.19. But yeah, Call of Duty is just a big game in itself, and I feel like Jim Ryan himself, he didn't want to keep on having like negotiations. That's one of the main reasons why he probably wanted to block. He didn't want to keep having negotiations with their primary competitor. You know what I mean? This is another platform holder that you're constantly going in negotiations on a game that makes a lot of money for your platform to get the game staying on the platform. I don't think Jim Ryan wanted to deal with that. Obviously, you're going to take what you can get now, because now they went through. So yeah, that's why you see the 10-year deal and whatnot, whatever that will entail. But I don't think he wanna talk with Microsoft or Phil or anybody like that. And I respect that. But yeah, Call of Duty itself, man, it's just a money maker, man. Outside of probably like Diablo, I don't think Diablo was pulling that much bread like this, but this is on 3 different platforms combined. You know what I mean? Ain't no other Activision game making money like this. But yeah, that's why the heavy focus is going to be on Call of Duty. Makes a lot of bread, makes a lot of money. You know what I mean?
So let me ask you a question, Barry. They've signed a 10-year deal, and this deal is just constituted of Call of Duty, right? The rest of the Activision IP, do you think they will pull those from PlayStation? Not games that are already out, but I mean going forward.
I personally feel like you're going to get something like you see with Bethesda. So, you know what I mean? Maybe a new IP or, you know, new iteration of a game that's possibly might be on the Xbox exclusive. You know what I mean?
Like for instance, the next Diablo. I don't play Diablo. Let's say the next Diablo, but that could be exclusive.
It could be. I mean, Diablo, it takes a long time for the game to come out, but I would assume, yeah, the next Diablo is going to be exclusive to Xbox, but that's a long time. You know what I mean? It's going to be a long time. The Diablo 4, they're going to be supporting that game for years upon years upon years to come before they even announce or try to create a newer game. But yeah, I would assume, yeah, it's going to be exclusive.
That'll be interesting to watch because, you know, all their public statements are more games on more platforms. And supposedly the deal that the Switch signed is for all future ABK games to come out on Switch. So you might see Crash and Spyro on Switch. I think it would be weird if they would pull those from PlayStation, especially considering those IPs are kind of synonymous with PlayStation, the early PlayStation generation. So I don't know. I think some games will be exclusive and some will not. It's just gonna. We got
to push that out of our mind. It don't matter if it's synonymous anymore. Yeah. Because
effects. We're in a whole new world now.
Yeah, they want to change the mindset of how gamers think. You know what I mean? For the last generation, last couple of years, you thought about Call of Duty with PlayStation.
They've done a good job of that so far with the subscription patrol on Twitter.
Yeah, for X. You know what I mean? Going forward, you're gonna think about Call of Duty. You're gonna think about Xbox. That's what they want. You know what I mean? Elder Scrolls. You're gonna think about Xbox. Whatever else game that's that's gonna be multi-platform from those studios.
Tony Hawk, Prototype, Xbox. Guitar Hero. It's Xbox.
Yeah, my thing is just the whole bring back this game.
They're not coming back.
They're not doing that.
I'm trying to tell y'all. And that's why I'm gonna bring this up. That's why I'm not really.
No, they're not doing it. They didn't do it with Rare.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I'm not really supportive of a Square acquisition by Sony, because I just don't know if those smaller IPs that Square works on would still continue. I feel like it would only be like Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest, Kingdom Hearts, and then we might not see much else out there unless they just let them be fully autonomous and just continue to do what they want. Sony just.
You know what, man? They got to do it. I'm not a big fan of it, but if you look at the way Microsoft is moving, they don't really have a choice but to look at acquiring some of the studios and publishers.
They definitely gotta lock down those IPs. Exactly.
I don't necessarily think that with PlayStation, they're gonna stop making whatever smaller games. I think if they own somebody like Square, they're gonna have them run independently, and they can do what they do. What they want is just the branding behind those games. So regardless if like they do like any type of deals or any type of platform, when you turn that game on, you're gonna see PlayStation Studios behind it. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you a question, Barry.
That's what they want.
Yeah. Damn, I forgot the question that fast. Oh, never mind.
I will say though that if they did acquire them, that might actually help them from releasing some of these poor ports, because Sony don't just put out anything. They like to put their stuff through the quality control. Especially, that's why we haven't seen Factions.
Okay.
Imagine if Sony moved like Microsoft, you'd probably have seen Factions come out, and it probably would have got drilled.
Let me ask you a question. True.
This is why we don't trust
them
with Activision.
Yeah. So, Sony owns Bungie, right? But they're letting Bungie operate independent and be able to make their games multi-platform. Why is it that Sony wants to continue to do this kumbaya bullshit when their competitors being a lot more cutthroat?
I think that's part of the clause of them owning Bungie. Like I said, it's more so to build a brand of PlayStation. Bungie.
I know why they did it. I'm just saying going forward, if they acquire another publisher, like say Square Enix, or what I'm saying is like,
no, the good thing about Square Enix is that the games that were typically exclusive for PlayStation, they will remain exclusive. But I'm just saying, like, yeah, they're gonna be. You're not gonna stop ties with Nintendo and what they've been doing with Square Enix. You're not gonna stop that. I don't think PlayStation was like, oh, we're not gonna put this pixelated RPG or this type of small game or
Dragon Quest,
Yeah, on it. We're not going to
do you think we would have got the Mario RPG remake if Sony had owned Square right now?
Tied to owning Nintendo?
Yeah. Because obviously it'd only have to be a Nintendo game because it's Mario.
Yeah, most probably it will be there.
That's probably the only game. That's the only game though that's really like that, where it's like tied to one platform from Square. Everything else, I feel like, would be fair game still.
Yeah, the Mario one that'll be a little difficult because PlayStation, if they were to acquire Square, you would get dealings with Nintendo, but they're not going to not want to have those games on their console as well. You know what I mean, on their platform as well. They're not going to exclude themselves just because this Nintendo, it will be well suited for Nintendo console. They're gonna want to put that joint there. So, but the Mario, I don't think that's gonna be. Yeah, that's Mario. That's a Mario game. Regardless, some people saying that's Final Fantasy, whatever, whatnot. Still a Mario game. But I think they need to get somebody like Square Enix or somebody like Capcom, because eventually, sooner or later, a lot of these companies, a lot of these platform holders, they go on multi-platform. Nintendo might be the only one. I don't think so. PlayStation, they're already multi-platform. Xbox multi-platform. And when you're doing that stuff, you're going to need more IPs. When you're trying to grow these services, you're going to need more IPs. You're going to want original content rather than going outside third party. It's like, which one you rather do? You rather own a house or buy a house or pay rent? Which one you rather do?
Mari, exactly. Own it. And then see, another thing too, what Microsoft is doing by buying these publishers that has such a close relationship with Sony is they control these deals, right? So they control the revenue, right? Mm-hmm. They control the revenue split. They control the negotiations about these games going to those platforms. Sony can no longer go to Bethesda and say, hey, make us a Deathloop or a Ghostwire Tokyo. You know what I'm saying? Like, make us an exclusive game for our platform. They can't do that. So Microsoft is strategically taking these pieces off the board. And it's very nefarious as far as the way they're doing it. Because when you look at acquisitions that Sony makes, Sony doesn't make, can you name an acquisition Sony made where a company was strategically working with Microsoft and they shut that down or stopped them from making games for them? I don't know if anybody can name that. They don't operate that way. They don't operate their business that way. So, I mean, a lot of people on the Xbox a lot of Xbox fans are rejoicing about this deal going through, but I don't understand how this solves the issue when these games are coming to their platform anyway. Yeah, it'll be in Game Pass, but these games are still going to be available on other platforms. But it's not solving the issue that they have, which is the pipeline of exclusive games. So,
yeah, I definitely feel you, man. Like I said, I just feel like you just gotta watch. If you're watching what Microsoft is doing and how they've been spending their money. They've been trailing.
But Link, we're gonna get Hexen in like 8 years.
Oh my God! Hey, look, and Bar, I was listening to you earlier.
They said Raven Software make Hex. Get your ass down, man.
I was listening to you earlier. I remember when Sick Humor said that these dudes that used to work for Microsoft that went over to ZeniMax and went over to Activision Blizzard are now back in the fold again, and it's weird.
Plants, man.
Right. So yeah, those guys might have been. That might have been a strategic move by Microsoft.
Absolutely, I think so. You know what I mean? It's not a coincidence that these two prominent, Xbox representatives both went to Activision Blizzard, and now your purchase a couple of years after.
What, Mike Ibarra and what's his name from Coalition?
Rod Ferguson.
Didn't they both go over to Activision Blizzard?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Rod Ferguson is on Diablo, and then Mike Ibarra, I think, is wait, didn't he have Blizzard too, or something like that?
Yeah, Mike Ibarra was Blizzard. Like he's like one of the head people at Blizzard. Yeah. And then Rod Ferguson went to he's like a creative director or something like that for
I think community manager or something like
Diablo or something.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm like, yeah, it's not no coincidence that it's happening.
It's starting not to sound like a coincidence.
Oh, Spider-Man new gameplay, 5:30 Eastern. I don't think I'm gonna be live until then, but we'll definitely be doing like a stream or like a video about it. See what they got. Or we're gonna talk about it on WUPS for sure. For sure, man. But
make sure y'all talk about your Gran Turismo tickets on WUPS too. I need y'all to make sure y'all see that movie.
Oh yeah. I got the email. I got the notification from PlayStation. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna see. I'm gonna see in the IMAX.
Did y'all see how long that movie is, by the way?
See which movie?
Did y'all see how long the movie is?
Nah, how long? What?
It's 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Ooh, okay. Okay then.
High quality racing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I want to see that in the IMAX. I want to hear all the thumps and brooms and all that shit. So definitely going to go out my way to.
I'm real interested to see all the different camera angles from the game that they're going to have on there, because from the previews, like they had the exact same chase cam as you'd see in the game, and I'm sure some of the replay angles will probably be very similar to the game. I'm going to be playing a lot of GT7 leading up to that in PSVR 2, of course.
Of course, that's the only way to play it now.
Facts.
I love my VR. But yeah, anybody here play Exo Primal?
No.
You did?
We good.
DC, you play it? You play it, DC?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay. I haven't either. I just wanted to know if anybody here had an opinion about it, but I guess not.
Yo, I ain't played no Exo Primal. I haven't played Naraka. What's the other game? Naraka Blade Point. I ain't played none of them yet. Well, I'm not gonna play Exo Primal. I'm not interested in it. Naraka, I might play one of these days.
I thought you like Capcom, Bari.
Yeah, I like Capcom.
I thought you like Capcom games.
I don't mean I'm interested in everything they do. You know what I mean? Like, I'm looking at Exo Primal. The game I'm excited for it is Atlas Fallen. I don't know if you guys seen the new combat video for that.
I saw it.
But that game is that's what I'm looking forward to. Naraka is trash, is buggy. Oh man.
Isn't that like a free to play game?
Yeah. I wanted to try because Max is in there. Maximilian got a skin in there.
Maximilian. I don't play free to play games, man. So I don't fuck with none of that shit.
Oh, you don't play no free to play games? You don't play Fortnite?
No, hell no. I don't play Fortnite. I don't play Warzone. I don't play Apex. I don't play Halo.
Yo, so
I don't like free to play games.
Are you guys getting Hell Divers? I might have to renege on my initial statement.
I'm getting it.
I'm definitely getting it.
I might have to renege, man.
You getting it on PC?
Absolutely not. I might have to renege, man, because really and truly, I don't think the PlayStation Nation gonna come through for these multiplayer games, man. And I don't want them to fail, but I really love Helldivers, and I have my stance. I really want PlayStation to respond.
Let me ask you a question, Bart. Is that a first party? Like, what is that exactly?
Yeah, that's a first party game. They own that IP. It's not a first party
IP, but the developer is not first party.
Yeah, it's not first
party. But
party.
it might be soon because I heard they're looking at them.
Like Death Stranding?
Yeah, I would say it's more like a Microsoft Flight Simulator, how Asobo develops that game, but it's an IP by Microsoft, something like that.
Same thing with Death Stranding. They own the IP, but they don't own Kojima Studio, right? Oh, well, I'm gonna get it. I don't really like a lot of multiplayer stuff these days, but it looks fun. So
yeah,
I didn't play the first Helldivers. So
definitely a lot of teamwork required to play that.
It looks like that studio. It looks like from going from the first game to that game, it looks like a big improvement.
Nah, it's a huge improvement.
Kind of like Returnal did, from their previous game. This studio might be, they might be getting a little cozy with Sony and might be next on them.
There's another one too. I don't know if you guys tried out Wayfinder yet. Did you guys try that out?
I never.
I messed with the demo a little bit.
Yeah, they're gonna have I think they have like an early access in August as well. Yo, August is gonna be it's a crazy month. Like for real, a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that's too much coming out in August.
Yo, and shout out to my bro Persona, man. I know he's gonna be very, very excited about this. Where Goodbye Volcano High has a release date, August 29th. I think that's the day before Armored Core, or one of them games I know come out. When does Firewall come out? Oh, August 24th. So yeah, a couple of days before Firewall and Armored Core. So we're definitely gonna talk about that on Whoops for my man Persona. You know what I mean? And then the last thing I want to touch on real quick, man, before I get up out of here, are these Ratchet and Clank PC specs. You know what I mean? You know what's funny to me when it comes to the whole PC movement? I was thinking that you were going to basically you were going to bring the PS4 games to PC first before you bring the PS5 games. They're bringing more PS5 games to PC than the PS4 games. You know what I mean? Ratchet and Clank came out. You would think
something like Ghost of Tsushima would have been out on PC.
Ghost, any of the PS4 games. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But yeah, everybody's looking at the minimum specs on here where it's saying that you need a regular hard drive. Mm-hmm. Even though they're saying SSD is recommended, they have a whole bunch of technical spiel going on here as far as like what they mean when it comes to the whole direct storage and regular hard drive and whatnot.
You know what direct storage is?
Nah, I don't know none of that.
Okay, so I'm just gonna break it out pretty simple. You know how they say the PS5 has a dedicated hardware decompression
like the IO output.
Right. The hardware. So on the motherboard of the PlayStation, there is a piece of hardware that can decompress data so that the CPU doesn't have to touch it. Right. That's why you see a lot of these PC ports coming out stuttering and shit like that, because the CPU is having to run the game and decompress the assets that are streaming in on the fly, right? So basically, Microsoft created this API called direct storage. And what it's going to do is alleviate the CPU from having to do all this decompression, and they put it on the GPU. So basically, your graphics card is going to be doing the decompression instead of the CPU. The problem is it's going to hammer the GPU's performance. So because you're just offloading the task from the CPU to the GPU. You see what I'm saying? But you still don't have a dedicated piece of hardware to do the task on PC. But it's supposed to help games with loading in assets and stuff like that. Basically.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
But it's still not it's not as good as what the PlayStation has, obviously.
People, all the stuff that you're saying, it might be true. I'm looking at it right here as I highlighted here on the blog. But in the eyes of people, what are they looking at? HDD space. That's what they're looking at. It's like, oh,
and you know what else they said too? They said that if you play it on a mechanical hard drive, you're not going to have the same experience as somebody on an SSD. It's not going to be instant loading.
They're saying 720p at 30 frames per second here, which is
720p, 30 frames per second. These are going to be potato-looking assets on a super low-spec PC. If you're playing it on a hard drive, you're not going to have the instantaneous loading, and there's going to be loading and stuff. But they're saying they're going to allow you to play it with this low-end hardware.
So you're saying that Ratchet and Clank can be ran on the Xbox Series S?
Yeah, I'm sure if Insomniac would support the game, it could run on the Series S. Yeah, it could. You can make anything run on anything. If you scale something down far enough, it can run on anything. The problem is you're not going to have the same experience, right? Just like somebody on a Series X playing a game at 4K 60 is not having the same experience as a player on the Series S playing it at 720p 30 or on a Switch.
I agree. I'm just messing around. I agree.
You know what it is though. They're not saying that at 720p with a hard drive on this low end PC, you're gonna have the same experience as a player on the PS5. I mean, it's common sense, but people aren't looking at it like that.
And the graphic settings are very low, so like
this game, I want to see how they're gonna look.
Whoever is running this game on like the lowest minimum settings, so I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a video, where these PC weirdos gonna be like, "Oh, look at the game! It could definitely run a PS4 because of this." You know what I mean? That shit gonna look ugly as hell, bro.
The thing about it is, right, on the console, right, there's a minimum standard that is acceptable on console. On PC, you can go in there and just turn everything off. You can turn all the shadows off. You can turn the foliage down. You can turn the resolution down. You can turn the textures down. I mean, at that point, you're playing a game that probably looks awful, right? But you can do that on PC because there's no minimum standard on PC, so you can play around with all those settings. If they were to put out Ratchet and Clank on the PS4, I mean, graphically, it's probably going to look much worse. It won't load instantaneously. It's not going to be the same experience. So yeah, you can scale anything down. You could probably scale. I mean, they got The Witcher to run on the Switch. Exactly. I mean, if you look at it, it looks terrible and it runs horrible. But you can play it.
Listen, I get you, but it's still, in my opinion, it's still a bad look for the PlayStation 5.
Oh, it's a horrible look.
What they were saying about the console, because you created a new way, or you have other ways to run this game without this SSD that you touted and whatnot. So I know the technical aspect of it, I get it, but people are not looking for the technical aspects.
They're not.
When it comes to PlayStation, they don't look at the technical aspects and nothing like that. Everybody else, they look at the technical stuff, but we'll see. We'll see. Yo, but we're gonna close it up here, man. Yo, DC, do you have anything you want to say or anything you want to shout out before I close it up out of here, man?
All I'm gonna say is make sure y'all go get your tickets for that Gran Turismo movie. It's gonna be fire. Play these games, please. Let's stop talking about this legal stuff.
Play the game.
Let's put that behind us. There's too much out here. We got Final Fantasy, we got Diablo. There's PSVR 2 games coming out. I'm on this Monster Hunter, Dragon Quest. I see a lot of people hopping on that. That's a great experience. Let's get back to the games, man. I'm tired of this other stuff.
People hopping on Dragon Quest, which I love to see it, but you should have definitely played that game when it came out. You know what I mean? But nah, it's good to have you on here, DC. Appreciate you coming through. Yo, Link, the questing God. Shout out to my man Link.
Nah, man. I'm going to see Oppenheimer tonight. Can't wait. I'm getting back into Final Fantasy 7 just to clean up maybe some trophies
As you
and
should,
stuff
as
like
you
that.
should.
So I've been playing that until maybe something else comes out in August. I'm done with Final Fantasy 16. So, there's a lot of games to
What
play.
you rate Final Fantasy 16?
I give it a solid 9.5 out of 10.
Ooh, okay.
The only thing I docked points for was performance and maybe the resolution, because I did play it in performance mode. But when you are in battles, the resolution, even though it's upscale, it's still being upscale from a really low resolution. So if they could have ironed out the performance and maybe figure out a way, use a better technique with upscaling, I would have given it a 10. But that's it. Other than that, the story, the gameplay, phenomenal. I love the game. It's right up there with some of the best Final Fantasy games ever made. Clive is right up there with some of the best Final Fantasy protagonists. So I love the game.
Yeah, I love Clive, man. Like I put him up there as well. Like I was pondering and thinking about it for like a couple of like days, and I'm like, yeah, really and truly, everything about Clive I really like in a Final Fantasy character, or just a character in general. You know what I mean? It has its complexities to him, but overall, we see his true nature in a lot of the side missions and a lot of the game. Yeah, I really love that about him. But yo guys, I appreciate everyone coming through, man. If you guys did enjoy the stream, definitely hit the like button. If you guys are new, definitely subscribe as well. So next week we're going to be doing the online arcade Street Fighter 6 World Warriors 2 tournament, World Warriors 1 tournament. Currently we have about 59 people that signed up. I just want to let you guys know that next week on the 27th, the check-in period will begin. And when the check-in period begins, you know what I mean, I'm going to be, reminding people, if you guys want to participate, you can, sign up, you can check in as well. You will get an email from Challenge, let you know that the check-in has begun. And the tournament is going to take place on the 29th of July. So that's going to be on that Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern time. Depending on the check-ins and everything like that, we're going to do top 8 the next day on Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern time. So definitely, stay tuned as far as we'll update you on that. You know what I mean? If it's like around 30 people, 20 people, whatnot, that fully signed up and checked in, then we can just do everything in one shot. But, if everybody checks in and whatnot, we'll do it like the next day or whatnot. But yeah, so far I got a lot of people that signed up, a lot of cool people in the community, a lot of people that's TOA vets that signed up as well. For this tournament, man. So looking forward to it. This is one of my birthday tournaments to be 'cause my birthday is on the 28th of July. For the last like 4 years, been doing like a birthday tournament and whatnot. And this is just continuing that. But right now, the prize pot for this tournament is at $650. If you guys want to donate towards that, you could. It's not needed. But any donations go right into the prize pot for the players. You know what I mean? There's nothing of this stuff goes towards me. I already have this ready to go. So this is the base prize pot. I'm just saying, anybody that donate, if you will donate, don't do any super chat or anything like that. Just donate to the online arcade on PayPal. The link is right here if you want to donate. Like I said, it's not needed. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. If anybody is participating in the tournament, definitely read the key factors on how we're going to be running the tournament. We'll be updating people as well, as far as like, the commentary, letting people know when they're going to fight and whatnot. Just want to showcase that in the brackets, you will see here that it's going to say off stream for losers. So losers bracket throughout is going to get updated. It's going to be like off stream. Not every match is going to be done on stream. So that's because you're in the winner's side doesn't mean that you're going to be done. It's going to be done on stream. There will be an indication let you know what matches are going to be done on stream, and we're going to let you know as well in our commentary. But we'll be updating you guys, throughout the weeks and whatnot when it comes to the tournament. So we can have a smooth running tournament. Not looking to stream super long. Probably the max is probably going to be like 3.5, 4 hours. But if you guys want to sit back and, watch like a cool fighting game tournament, definitely come on through and just enjoy the, the show. Enjoy the tournament. But that's pretty much it, man. Like I said, it's been a while since I chopped it up with you guys. Like next month is going to be I'm going to be more consistent, with the shows and the live streams. But I do have more Final Fantasy 16 content coming. So all the unsubscribers, there's more stuff coming. Especially if you beat the game, you should know there's more stuff coming. But yeah, I'm going to have some fun, videos coming as well for that. So stay tuned and I'll catch you guys later. This is Speak from the Heart, episode 73. See you guys at What's Up PlayStation Podcast this Saturday. And yum. Goodbye. We go. Deuces.